Hi. So today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to talk about the top 5 stupidest things that bisexuals say. And all 5 of these things will be things that are either directly said to me by a bisexual or said to other bisexuals that I know. Number 5. If only an athlete came out, then it would change everything. I put this statement in the group of if onlys. I think it started with if only a celebrity came out as bisexual, then it would change everything. And then Anna Paquin came out, who is an Academy Award-winning actress who has been in multiple blockbuster movies and was star of a hit television show, True Blood. And then when that didn't change everything, it was if only a male celebrity came out, then Alan Cummings came out, who is a very respected actor, but then it was if only a big male actor came out. And of course, after that it'll be if only a big male actor came out and then spoke publicly about it. But I think really what everyone really wants to say is if only someone else came to my home and explained to my family and my friends exactly why it's okay for me to be who I am, so I don't have to explain it to them. And you know what? It's a great fantasy to believe that someone else is going to come and rescue us from our life's path, but that's a fantasy. In reality, we have to rescue ourselves. And really, it's not that hard. Our worlds only consist of like 50 people that we interact with on a regular basis. All we have to do is get the courage enough to talk to those 50 people, many of which will probably be very open-minded, and we'll go ahead and change the world for ourselves. We don't need a celebrity to come out. That's not going to help us. The only thing that's going to help us is for us embracing who we are. Number 4. Everyone's a little bisexual. No, they're not. And you saying that is just as bad as a straight person assuming that everyone is straight, or that a gay guy assuming that bisexual men are all gay, and lesbians thinking that bisexual women are all straight. It's all a bigoted statement and does nothing good for anyone. If you talk about people erasing us, maybe we should stop trying to erase other people. Number 3. If I didn't get the chance to explore my bisexuality before I got married, then it's okay for me to cheat. No, it's not. That's not the way marriage works. If you made a commitment to somebody, no matter who that person is, especially if it's a commitment for the rest of your life, then it's up to you to keep it. Think about it. Your spouse didn't get the chance to sample every penis or every vagina before they married you. So why should you get the chance to explore every aspect of sexuality? And why does that somehow give you the right to explore it now that you made that commitment? You said that you wouldn't. No bisexual agrees with you. It has nothing to do with being bisexual. That's called being a cheater. And the only person who's going to agree with you thinking that's okay are other cheaters. And that's it. That's just stupid to think. Number 2. Well, she only lets women go down on her and she doesn't go down on other women, so she's not a real bisexual. There is no checkbox on what makes a bisexual and what doesn't, and you don't get to label people. People tell you who they are, and then you accept it. You have no idea what's going through their head. You have no idea of any of that stuff. And if someone is naked with you in your bed, and they are doing sexual things with you, that kind of means that they have the ability to have sexual attractions or romantic attractions to someone of the same sex. And if they also have attractions to someone of the opposite sex, that automatically means that they're bisexual, and you don't get to define other people. And the number 1 stupidest thing I've ever heard bisexuals say It was by a bisexual woman who said, yeah, but bisexual men are really just gay. What? Where do I even begin with that? Jesus, if we're harassing ourselves, and let's be real now, let's be real. How many bisexual women have said a variation of this, where they don't really date bisexual men because really they're in some way not real men, or at least not the type of men that I, am attracted to? Yeah. So those are the 5 stupidest things I have ever heard bisexuals say to me or to my bisexual friends. And I bring this up for a reason, not just to make people feel bad or anything like that, but because we've all said things along these lines, not all of them perhaps, maybe 1 or 2 of them. Lord knows I have. I check myself every time I do now, but it's gone through the head. And yet when we think these things as bisexuals, even though we, more than anyone else, should know better, we cut ourselves some slack. We say, oh, you know what, we're good people though. We're working through stuff. It's okay. Yet somehow when our parents say crazy things like this, or that our friends don't get things right at 100% of the time, or some random gay person or lesbian says something along these lines, we get mad. We get up in arms about it, and we talk about how they're erasing us and how they're doing these horrible things and how they're not good people for it and all that stuff. And yet, we as bisexuals cut ourselves slack, and we cut our bisexual friends slack for doing something just as bad, whereas these people don't know better because they're not bisexual. They literally don't know any better. And yet, we think of horrible things about them because of their lack of education. And when a politician, oh my God, a politician says something crazy, we are up in arms and we are angry and we're talking about how they're erasing us and they're talking about all these bad things. And yet somehow, again, we say something stupid, we cut ourselves slack. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more patient with others. We know that we have changed and we have evolved because we have had education. We've been in communities, we've talked to other people, and we've broadened our horizons. As much as we'd like to believe that the bisexual movement has been going on for a long time, really, it's only reached a critical mass very recently. And there's many, many millions, probably billions of people out there that still can't wrap their head around the whole bisexual thing. So when someone says something crazy, maybe we should just remember that we ourselves at one point said and thought crazy things. And maybe we should look at them with patience, and maybe we should offer them the education that helped us to understand who we are. Not out of malice, not out of anger, but simply because that's what we are and we understand what's going on. And when they don't get it immediately, like the first time we tell them, we say, look, no, you're erasing us, and they don't get it and they continue to erase us, maybe we keep in mind that it took more than one time for us to understand certain things, for us to not do certain things. And maybe we're still doing certain things, so maybe they're not going to get it the first time we tell them something. Maybe it's going to take a couple of times of them hearing it before things change. And maybe we should allow them at least as much patience as we allow ourselves. That's it. That's the video. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. I do many videos on the bisexual topic, but not on a regular basis, but I do them frequently. So when you subscribe, check the little button that says, let me know when a new video is coming out, and hope you'll enjoy the next one. Until the next video, stay cooler, my bisexual friend. Stay cooler. Bye.